What up, guys? Welcome back. So today we're talking about the Z Fold 7, and this is kind of a long-term review, but not all the crazy bells and whistles, no crazy B-roll, just me talking about my experience. I've been using this device since launch day. It's been maybe a year now at this point. So we're going to talk about the good, the bad. It's not perfect, right? No phone is. But we're going to talk about everything that I have experienced with this device over the last year. And if you're new to the channel, guys, hit that like, drop a sub. Let's just jump in. So we're going to start with the bad, right? We're going to go bad, good, if there is that much bad. But first thing, the bad. Battery life on here is trash. And I've seen posts and I've watched videos from other creators, and it's been a mixed bag, right? Some people have had really good battery life. This, for me, not the best experience when it comes to battery. 4400 milliamp battery, which is a very small battery on a phone, on a device like this, especially when you open this guy up and you are using it on the inner display. So battery life is trash. I usually have to charge this guy up definitely once a day, and sometimes more than that. Now, to be fair, I don't always charge my phone at night. I stopped doing that years ago when battery life on phones, it improved so much over the last few years, until we got to this device. So 4400 milliamp battery on here. It's not great. Is it a deal breaker for me? No, it's not. I work from home, so I could just drop it on the charger, plug it in, and we're good to go. But still, battery life on here, it should be better, especially on a phone this big where you can cut the battery in half, right? Have two different batteries. It's been done. There are much bigger batteries on folding phones from other companies, so hopefully Samsung will improve that this year. So that's bad number one. Now, a good for this phone, one of the good things, and one of the things that shocked me about this device was the actual durability of the Z Fold 7. Now, I have dropped this phone, literally probably 8 or 9 times. And I'm not talking about I just dropped it, on the carpet. I would get out of my car. One day I got out of my car and I reached it in my pocket and I pulled it out, like grabbing it from here to like flip it up to kind of just look at it. And when I flipped it up, it just kind of took off and launched itself into the air. And then it landed face down on the pavement in the parking lot. And I was 100% certain, because it's happened to me in the past with the OnePlus Open. I was certain that it was done. And did it get beat up a little bit? Yeah, you can see on the bottom here, it is a little beat up on the frame and on the bezel, but the glass did not break. There was no problems using the device after that. And again, I mentioned already, I dropped this thing like 7 or 8 times. That was the biggest one, but durability on the Z Fold 7, right? Since the folding phones have come out, durability has been one of the main concerns. And obviously, that's a fair point. But the durability on this phone, for me and my experience, has been really good. I'm really impressed with how good this is. Again, I've had other phones that I've dropped from less of a height that have just completely just took a crap and stopped working after the drop. So very impressive with what they did, not only the glass display on the front, but the fact that it still works at all was very impressive for me. All right, next up, the bad. And this goes back to kind of battery life, but the charging speeds on here. So obviously, we all know there are many other devices out there, folding phones out there with much faster charging. The Z Fold 7, 25 wired and 15 wireless charging. Very slow, especially if you're going to charge this guy up wireless. Now, if you are home, like I said, I work from home, I could drop it on a wireless charger and it's not really going to affect me. But if you're in a rush to top this guy off, it's going to take a long time. Even wired, at today's day and age, with where charging is and the size of batteries and fast charging, OnePlus has destroyed it. Other companies have much faster charging. The Z Fold 7 is definitely lagging behind when it comes to charging. All right, another good with the Z Fold 7. The cameras on here. The cameras on here, they take really good pictures. The camera on here is the same camera, the 200 megapixel main wide. It's the same as what we had on the S25 Ultra. So we're talking last year's flagship phone from Samsung. Really good camera. It takes fantastic photos, 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 10 megapixel 3x optical telephoto. We get 8K video at 30 frames per second or 4K at 60. But what I really like is that because all of the lenses have it, you can swap while recording. So it works out well. So the camera quality on here, as you can see, takes great photos, really good video. I was at a spring the other day. I was on a paddleboard and I'm in Florida, so there's gators everywhere. And I was just on the paddleboard and a gator just swam in front of me and I was able to whip out my phone, had my phone in my pocket, whipped it out, took a video real quick of the little guy just swimming right in front of me. And just always impressed with the quality of the cameras, right? It's not like the old Samsung where everything was oversaturated or blown out. This is different. It's clean. It's not pixelated. Everything looks good, whether it's video or photos. Now, as far as the bad go, I don't really have much besides the price, right? We're at a point now where hopefully the pricing comes down on foldable devices, but the only other bad thing I have to say about the Z Fold 7 is probably the price tag. Now, of course, it's been a year, so you can get it for much cheaper, but the initial price tag of around $2,000, that is, you gotta have some deep pockets or you just really don't care that you're gonna go ahead and spend that money. Now, another good is software, and this is kind of a toss-up, right? Because if you're coming from an iPhone, I have friends who have the Z Fold 7, Joey, you know who you are. He has an iPhone, so he's been struggling with the software on here, but he's also in the Apple ecosystem. So if you're trying to swap or go from Apple and their ecosystem from an iPhone to an Android device, it's a bit of a learning curve and it can be frustrating. Now, and I did that years ago, but now I do really like the software on here. So design or software, it's a toss-up. You get all of the great AI capabilities. You get the Snapdragon 8 Elite. If you're a gamer, you can game on here with no issues. It's more powerful than we actually need in our pockets. It's going to be able to do everything that you ask it to do. And now the last thing about this phone that I really love, it's the design. You guys know, if you follow the channel, I have had every Z Fold device since the Z Fold 2. So the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, I've had them all. I've made videos on all. And my biggest complaint was the width of the front display when it's closed. That has changed. This is almost perfect, right? It's not perfect. It's still a little slimmer than a regular phone, but it is so close and so much better than any previous model. Now, of course, other companies have phones that are wider. Samsung does have a new device coming out, the Z Fold 8, which will be 2 versions. You're going to have the one that's the regular Z Fold 8 and then the wide version, which I will probably be getting. But as far as this device goes and the build, the form factor, this is what I wanted from a folding device from day one, and this is what we got. So if you have been on the fence about getting a folding phone, if you're in the US, right? Because outside of the US, there are many more options that you can get. But inside of the US, we are limited. Now, iPhone has one coming out soon, but right now, the Z Fold 7, as far as what we can get in the US, is one of the best options that you can buy. I never tried the tri-fold. That's a little too much money for me to even bother with. But this guy, the Z Fold 7, I do recommend it, especially now. You can get it for cheap if you go on eBay. If you get it on Amazon Prime Renewed, don't pay full price for it now, especially with the new ones coming out. You can find deals for this. And if you want to know how to find good deals on tech, let me know and I'll drop a video on exactly how I do it. That's it, guys. Just a quick update. My experience on the Z Fold 7. It's one of my favorite phones of all time. I've been using it for a year. I haven't had any issues. I've dropped it and it's held up over the entire year. Very impressive with what they did with this device. That's it, guys. Hit that like, drop a sub. I'll be back soon. Peace.